Democrats and Republicans will move on in the county primary. The vote is going on right now if you're early voting. May 1st is the primary election. Two Republicans facing off in the District 11 at-large seat here in Knox County. Joining us this morning, Justin Biggs on the end there and R. Larry Smith here to make their case for your vote. R. Larry, let's begin with you. Why are you running for this seat?
Well, I just really enjoy it. I love Knox County. I have a passion to serve in Knox County. I've served as commissioner before, and my colleagues saw leadership in me and voted for me to be vice chair on 2 terms. But I served the district. Now I'm looking to step up and serve the whole county. It's a large county. But more importantly is, I've got a vision for Knox County, what we want to do for Knox County. We're on such a cusp right now of doing some great things. We want to give some raises to our teachers, to our law enforcement, and to our county employees that we have. Economic times are really good right now, so I think that we can do a lot. We live in a beautiful area that we can do more with our parks and recreation that we have too. But I just enjoy serving and giving back. I've done that all my life.
We'll talk more specifics in a moment. Mr. Biggs, why are you running?
Good morning. The reason I'm running is because I think it's time that Knox County heads for a different path. And by that, I mean, I think people need to realize whenever they go to lay down at night that they've got a good wage, that their schools are safe, and also that their neighborhoods are safe. I'm going to do whatever I can to make sure that I am the voice of the citizens, basically the legislative body of Knox County. And I want to be there for anybody if they have any issues on Knox County, whether it's a pothole or if they have a speeder in their neighborhood. I want to be able to be there to talk with them and do whatever I can to make sure that we put our best foot forward and really get in there and make some good changes.
Well, Justin, if anybody in my neighborhood calls, that wasn't me that was speeding. So, Larry, I want to start with you, please. And you brought it up in your intro. Knox County passed and ultimately was enforced in court term limits. And I know you've been asked this before. You served a full terms plus as county commissioner previously, and now you want to come back, and I know what you're saying about I served the district, but now I want to serve the county. Every county commissioner, whether they're elected district or now district-wide, serves the county. What do you say to those people that say, we really want our citizen legislators to turn over and to change, and that's why we wanted term limits to start with? You're sort of recycling back through. What's your response to that?
Well, a good question. I'm going by what the law says. The law says to serve 2 terms, which is 2 4-year terms, and then you sit out. And I've been asked by a lot of people, Larry, you did a great job. You do good community service that you do. You do what you say you're going to do, and that means a lot to me. So I just enjoy doing it, and people out here know what I stand for, and that if you call me, I'm going to respond. If I say something, Don, you can take it to the bank.
Do you think, though, those people, that you're sort of violating the will of those people that really mean they wanted term limits? What do you say to those people?
There's a lot of commissioners that would be good if they wanted to come. Take a David Collins if he wanted to come back, or a John Grease if he wanted to come back.
It's not a question about merit, Larry. I think a lot of people would say you did a good job, but I'm troubled by the fact that we passed term limits and we see folks trying to recycle, and you're not the only one.
Well, Don, if they said term limits, they should have said term limits, and you can never return. I'm going by what the law says.
Mr. Biggs, your perspective on that?
Well, I'm a fresh face, and I've never ran for office before. And in fact, I've made the statement many a times, I'm going to run for 1 term, and then I'm going to let it be decided by the citizens if they want to elect me to a 2nd term. I'm in this to do whatever I can to help move Knoxville forward and not look back in the past. That's one of the main reasons why I'm running. I'm a fresh face that needs to get in there and do whatever I can to help Knox County.
So, Justin, you're saying that if you serve 2 terms, that'll be it? You're not going to run for like a district seat after you serve at large?
I'm only going to run for 1 4-year term.
You heard it here, folks.
Yeah. Unless the citizens ask me to come back for a 2nd term, I believe it's up to the citizens to push us in the direction that they want us to represent. And that's why I'm only looking at 1 4-year term at the current moment.
Larry, I want to ask you, I've heard you say that you're not going to take a salary. What about the insurance? It seems to me a lot of our people run for office because they want the insurance. You're in the insurance business. Is that something you will take from the county if you're elected?
I will be 65 years old 1 month after elected, so I'll be on.
So you'll go to Medicare.
Yeah. So no, I'll be looking at what's the best, the best bargain that I have.
So you might take it.
That
could be the county then?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. but you have committed not to take a salary from the commission.
That's what I've
right?
done for the, I take my full salary and give it back to the community, give it to the nonprofits, give it to the schools. I've always done that from day one. It's all the nonprofit work I've done, Susan. I've never taken a salary. All the church work I've done, you never get a salary. I see no difference. You don't need to pay me to go to the courthouse and make the right decision. You do it because you have the passion. You want to do it.
John, you're up.
Gentlemen, I want to ask this of both of you, so if you would both please address it, I would appreciate it. For the folks who are watching at home right now, what's the one thing you would like the folks at home to know about your opponent that maybe sticks out, or how you contrast with your opponent? We've started with you, Larry, so let's start with you, Mr. Biggs.
I believe, like I stated a while ago, I'm a fresh face. My opposition has been on county commission at some point in time. He has served his maximum amount of terms, and I'm afraid that his troubled past may give the opportunity for us not to have the businesses coming here. Some things in his personal life may come up, and with me, you don't have that. I don't have anything like that, no allegations, no charges, or nothing like that. So that's my major concern with my opposition, is something like these large corporations and companies. If they go to look at us and they look at the county commission's personal life, that will hurt the judgment on them coming here. Take Amazon or something like that, for instance.
What allegations are you talking about?
Well, the sexual assault allegation that he had, and things that may have happened back in quite some time ago, back in, I think, '84, and there's other things, but that's what I'm specifically talking about, are those.
Your response to that, Larry?
Their allegations have been vetted through the court system and been found innocent. And that's it. This is the 4th time I've run. Stuff comes up every time. People keep electing me. They know where my heart's at in the community.
And your thoughts on John's response, just the key difference between you and
Well,
your opponent?
here's the main difference is, yes, he's a fresh face, but he will end up, he works in the courthouse. Works in the courthouse. His dad works in the sheriff's department. Going to be a courthouse puppet. We have seen that. That's what caused Black Wednesday. On Black Wednesday, we had that. I served where there were 8 commissioners that worked for the courthouse at one time. We don't want to load the county commission up with courthouse people. Your county commission is your board of directors for Knox County. They need to be outside, independent thinkers and not swayed by other people.
We're going to be back with our final block right after this on Inside Tennessee.